Hey, what's up, y'all, and welcome to the 31st edition of the Take One podcast. And basically, if you're listening to this and you've been tuning into my channel, and I hope you guys subscribe, just hit the subscribe button and like the videos or whatever. I know you're gonna like them. I have been banging out a lot of videos, and the reason for that was that I basically hit a hiatus for 5 months. No excuse. I just wasn't putting out content. I just didn't feel like it. I do have a job and all this stuff, and just trying to find time to do a whole bunch of stuff. It's like take and give or whatever. Or, you just have to make sacrifices, and I just currently just made the sacrifice. And I've been putting out a crazy amount of content. I'm going to be putting out a lot more. But so far I've been, you can check out my spoiler and non-spoiler review of Annabelle Creation, Spider-Man Homecoming, Alien Covenant, and It. So far today I'm going to be putting out, or by the time I put out this podcast, I don't know if I'm putting out before I put out a review of War for the Planet of the Apes or not, but today War of the Planet of the Apes will be up on my channel, or is up on my channel, but yeah, and I'm gonna be dropping a review, spoiler non-spoiler, for Valerian in the City of 1,000 Planets. And I hope you guys check that out. And then I'm going to be doing Transformers The Last Night on Sunday. So yeah, I've dropped a movie review, non-spoiler and spoiler, every single day of this week, along with some quick take videos, which is my quick thoughts on certain subjects. I put out a couple Take One podcasts. I'm probably going to be banging out, trying to do at least 2 more after this one. And then yeah, I'm going to be trying to do some other things. If not, next week I'm going to be doing a whole lot more. But right when my channel is rebranded, you guys will know. Not a lot of stuff is going to change. A lot of stuff is going to be added. Different videos are going to be added to my channel. It's going to have a different name. I'm still going to keep Take One. There's going to be the Take One reviews and all that stuff. But I'm going to have other things I'm going to be doing, like top 10s, top 5s, top 6s, or whatever. It's just going to be countdowns that I'm going to be doing, and just a whole bunch of other stuff that I don't want to get into because I will be talking for a long time, and I actually am trying to get into this podcast. So yeah, it's a lot of things I'm going to be doing. So I hope you guys stick around, subscribe, and just stay tuned for everything that I have going on for this channel. Now, with that out the way, I'm going to get into this podcast, and basically what I'm going to be talking about first is the first segment is trailer reviews. And so some trailers here came out recently that I just kind of want to talk about. Like I said, I'm like 3 minutes already into the podcast, but I'm going to be trying to keep these podcasts about 20 to 30 minutes long. Say some might go over or whatever, but it's whatever. But really, I'm just trying to keep within that time frame. So let's get into it. So the first segment is trailer reviews, and for the first trailer I'll be talking about will be The Disaster Artist, the first trailer. Now, not too long ago, we had a teaser trailer, which was basically just one scene, kind of cut together or whatever, but just one scene of Tommy Wiseau. Matter of fact, let me just get into it. For those who don't know anything about The Disaster Artist, and you probably seen the trailer or haven't heard of it, basically the whole story behind it was that it's this movie called The Room. Not Room, The Room. And it's one of, I say, the worst films ever created. And because of just the way it is, it gained a cult following. A lot of people love the movie because it is so bad. It's one of those movies where it's so bad you can laugh at it. So in a sense, it's so bad that it's good. And it's one of those movies. It's real popular on that. And so James Franco is coming out with a movie called The Disaster Artist, which is revolving around Tommy Wiseau, the guy who wrote, directed, produced the movie, starred in it, and all that stuff. Is basically showing the creation of that movie, of who he is, how he came to get the idea of the movie, and going, basically just going through the making of the movie. And that's what this movie is about. In this sense, I guess you could say it's kind of a biopic, but yeah, I guess you could say it's kind of a biopic. That's crazy. So yeah, I mean, this is kind of like a little biopic of just the making of the Room, and James Franco is playing Tommy Wiseau, and you got Seth Rogen in there, you got Dave Franco, and the trailer for this one looks crazy. And it looks highly interesting. Like, when I first heard about The Room, I haven't seen it myself. I'm going to eventually watch it. I haven't seen it, but I have seen reviews and people talking about it and all that stuff. So I'm going to eventually watch it so I can garner my own opinion. But, yeah, like, as far as I could tell, this movie it looks it's very interesting. Like, I would love to see what went on behind it, and this is what it's giving us. Like, what was going on in the mind frame of Tommy Wiseau to where he made something like this, and even in the process of doing it, it was like, yo, this is good, we're gonna keep that. Yo, this is good, we're gonna keep that. Like, it's just so crazy just to think of somebody's mind frame that just okays bad stuff. Like, I don't know, it's just whatever. But in any case, like, you have the trailer just going in with him talking with, like, Dave Franco, which he's playing like a guy who's trying to become an actor, and Tommy Wiseau ended up basically from the trailer giving him his he gave him his, like, chance in the spotlight, I guess you could say. And so they ended up making their own movie and all this stuff, and all this stuff that happens. It's crazy. Like, just how they show him, just in the light that they show him. I don't think it's like doing nothing like, oh, it's disrespect to him. I believe that this is really how he is. Like, it's so crazy. The first time from when I first heard about the movie, I was interested that they were doing it. I saw the teaser. I was even more interested because that's crazy that it was just going over. He was going over this scene, and he could not get the scene right. But yet, at the same time, he's the one who wrote the movie, but yet he couldn't get his lines right. Like, that to me is crazy. I mean, I'm not saying it's impossible, but it's crazy that you have to go through like 30 something takes on a single scene or whatever, and you can't get your own line straight. But even just from the teaser trailer onto this, it looks incredible. It looks like, I ain't gonna say it's gonna be an Oscar, movie, but it looks like it's going to be an hilarious film. It looks like it's gonna be crazy. And Tommy Wiseau, James Franco, he literally looks a lot like Tommy Wiseau up in this trailer. And I love just the way they got him look, because he really don't look like James Franco. Like, I had to look at him like, is that fucking James Franco? Like, that is just, it's nuts. Like, I don't know. Like, I mean, I like it. It looked like it's going to be good. You got Seth Rogen up in there. Seth Rogen, he actually is funny up in the trailer. He is funny. Like, I'm sitting there watching the trailer, and I am just dying laughing. This movie look like it's going to be good. I'm definitely going to go see this movie. I was intrigued from just the lore of The Room, and then now we coming out with this movie that's about the making of the movie. Yeah, I'm really in. Like, I love this trailer. It had comedy and all that stuff, and I don't like I've said before on movie reviews and podcasts that I'm not really a comedy guy. It takes a good premise, or just it has to make a movie has to look real funny in order for me to want to go see it. It has to be interesting, and this movie seemed really interesting, and it seemed like it's gonna be funny. So I'm definitely gonna go see this movie. I love the trailer. So moving on to the next trailer, 50 Shades Free. I really should have put this on quick takes because I really don't have too much to say about this shit. 50 Shades, I'm not going down it and saying they're like, oh my god, these movies are like the worst movies ever created and blah blah blah, because like, really, I don't care too much for it. I haven't seen the second one, though I heard that it's worse than the first one. I tried to watch the first one. I didn't finish watching it. I ended up falling asleep on it and never finished it. I really don't care for these movies. I really don't. These are movies just for like females. These are movies that females like. and they fall in love with it, or just older women. They like these movies. So I mean, it's whatever. Um, yeah, I don't really care too much about this. I'm not gonna go see it. I don't know if I'm gonna have a cutie that I'm gonna be talking to at the time to where she wants to go see it. I don't even know if I'm gonna see it then. It doesn't look interesting to me. Like the first one was just, from what I remember, it was okay. I mean, it wasn't nothing to where it's like real memorable. I don't know. If these movies is just, they're gonna make their money and then that's gonna be it. These aren't movies that that people are gonna be talking about from years now. So, I mean, it's whatever. It was okay. They're getting married now, so whatever. I don't care. Moving on to the next and final trailer that's attached to trailer reviews. It's Downsizing with Matt Damon up in it. And this movie looks so interesting. It looks crazy. Like, when I first heard about this movie, which wasn't like too long ago, I think it was like maybe earlier this week or last week, around the time that this trailer dropped, it was like a downside. Okay, whatever, But then when I finally actually saw the trailer, I'm like, yo, this is an interesting ass premise to have. Is like, okay, the world has been overpopulated. So in order to basically depopulate, instead of like just killing millions of people, they're shrinking people and building these little like, I guess, environment, or this like world or city that's for like small people, and you're basically able to, it's like an irreversible process, and you able to just shrink down and live a part of this world. And basically that's kind of it. It's like, and the one thing that I liked about it is that if you have so much amount of money, it translates to more money as you downsize. Like, that, to me, I don't know, like, to me, that was actually an interesting premise. That if you have something $1,000 up in the bank, I ain't gonna say like $2,000, but if you got like 30 something $1,000 in the bank, or 40 or whatever, that translates to millions of dollars when you downsize. Like, that's nuts. That is nuts. And even just like I said, the premise, just the world's getting overpopulated, so to do that, they shrink everything down. Like, that to me is just really, really, really crazy. I love the premise of that, and I love just the way how it looks. Like, it looks real interesting. I'm definitely gonna go see this movie. I'm definitely gonna go see it. I don't know if it's gonna be good. It could be like really bad, or it could be really good, or it could just be okay. I'll take it for whatever it is. I don't care. Man, I'll go see this movie. I definitely would. I love just everything about it. So, yeah. And so that ends my thoughts on trailer reviews. So moving on to the next segment, which is movie notes. And this movie notes, I'm going to be talking about what movies will dominate September. Now, since we're already towards the end of September, well, I say the middle of it right now, it's like a lot of the movies already came out for it. But there are big movies. I'm not going to run down every single movie, because there's a lot of movies that came out and that will still come out by the end of September. And with that, it's like there are only big noticeable movies that will more than likely do some numbers, or just known movies. And so since though some of those movies are out and some of those movies are coming out, I'm going to talk about the big ones, which is basically It, American Assassin, Home Again, Mother, Kingsman 2, The Golden Circle, Lego Ninjago, Friend Request, American Made, and Flatliners. To me, those are the only notable movies that I know will more than likely do some type of numbers. And so, basically, let me just run down just real quick. I got my review, spoiler review on It. And if you listen to the other podcast, if you haven't, go check it out. But it is dominating at the box office right now. compared to the other movies that's out, well, as of today, American Assassin is out. So by the end of this weekend, we're gonna find out the numbers for that, and I'll more than likely we'll talk about it next week with the box office results and all that stuff. But it is dominating. I don't think American Assassin is gonna beat out it. It did freaking numbers, over 100 million its first weekend on a $35 million budget. I don't think anything is gonna beat it out. The only thing that I say may beat it out by the time it comes out is The Kingsman 2. Maybe Lego Ninjago. But other than that, all these other movies I'm looking at, like, they're just gonna be whatever. Mother, I hear is a weird, freaky movie. I don't know what to think. Like, I may or may not go see it. It depends. I may or may not see it. But I don't know, because I heard how weird it is. I don't know if I may like it, but I don't know. I'm gonna go maybe see it to garner my opinion. Home Again, that I can wait to see. I don't really care too much about it. Kingsman 2, I'm definitely gonna go see. That looks like it's gonna be awesome. Lego Ninjago, my son, he wants to see that, and it looks like it's gonna be funny. I mean, I like the Batman Lego movie. I still haven't seen the Lego movie, but he wants to see it. It's gonna be good. Friend Request, I like horror films. It looks like it's gonna be decent. I'm not gonna. I don't know. I'll go check it out. American Made, I'm on the fence about that. I may or may not see it. Flatliners, I'm definitely gonna go see it. It has an interesting premise. I think it's a remake of an older film or something. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna go see that. It looks like it's gonna be real cool. But just to get through this, I'm gonna be talking about which one will be the top 5 highest grossing movies of September. And I'm not gonna get into it to where it's like I'm over here calculating the numbers the first weekend and all that stuff, because some of them, like, well, yeah, one of the movies I got on here, it has already did over 100 million. So it's like, that is already in the bag. Shit, hold on, let me look at this. I got my top 5 written down, and I thought that I probably would have had one on here. You know what? Let me change one. Hold on one second. I know I could edit this out, but I don't care. Okay. So, yeah, I changed my list. I still gonna have the top 5, but I changed it around. I could be wrong, but I think this is how it's gonna go. So we have the top 5 highest grossing movies of September, and these are my top 5s. Damn, should I start at number 5? No. It don't matter. This is not like a top 5 countdown or anything. So I'm gonna just say the highest grosser of September is gonna be it. There's no doubt about it. There's no comprehending that something else could beat it. There's nothing else throughout the movies that I just named that really has the potential. I say the only movie that really has the potential to beat it, I was gonna say Lego Ninjago, but I say Kingsman 2, The Golden Circle. But I don't even think that's gonna beat out it as far as numbers. I mean, more than likely it's gonna dominate the box office that weekend, but I don't think as far as the whole month, I don't think it's gonna beat it. But it is gonna be the highest grossing by the end of September. Kingsman 2, The Golden Circle, is going to come in second. I believe that's going to make numbers. That's going to be the second highest grossing of this month. I don't know how good it is. It hasn't came out yet, but I feel like it's going to do the numbers. I feel like it really is going to do numbers, because everyone, including myself, loved the first Kingsman movie, and it did good. It was one of those surprise hits to where it's like, yo, this looks cool, let's go see it. You see it, you're like, damn, that was a good movie. So that's coming off the heels of the first one. Now, if this movie is better or just as good as the first one, it's going to do numbers. especially if it get like a lot of positive reviews, it's going to do numbers. It's going to do numbers. It's not going to do it numbers, but it's going to do numbers. I will be surprised if it did beat it, by the end of September. I will be freaking surprised. Well, I mean, I will be surprised. I will be more surprised than not surprised. Let's put it like that. Not even 50%. I say, 80% surprised, but 20% not surprised. But yeah, and number 3, I think will be the third highest grossing movie will be the Lego Ninjago movie. It's a lot of kid films, not every single one of them, but a lot of them that's well known properties like Despicable Me, Minions, and movies like that. A lot of them tend to do big numbers. I'm not gonna say that this movie is gonna be in $1 billion club. I will be hella surprised. If it did that. I would be hella surprised if it did, $1 billion club. If it joined the $1 billion club. But it don't look like it's going to join it. But Lego Ninjago look like it's going to do numbers. It look like it's going to be up there. I don't think it's going to be out Kingsman. And I know definitely it's not going to be out It. As far as like just box office overall. But, it's a kid's movie. It's actually one of the only, well, I ain't going to say one of the only, but I don't think a lot of kids is trying to go to see Leap. And I believe it's another kids film, maybe out. I don't know. But yeah, I don't think people are just going to be rushing to take the kids to go see Leap. I'm definitely not going to take my son to go see that. I haven't even brought it up to him. He's probably seen the trailers, but I don't think he's cared to go see it. But yeah, he wants to go see Lego Ninjago. So if that says a lot, So I know a lot of kids, this is a popular IP way before it was. They had like, I guess mini movies about it or shows or whatever about the Lego Ninjago. So it's a known property. They got stuff out. I haven't looked at it because they kind of like mainly for kids. I mean, of course, adults can watch it, whatever, if you like that type of stuff. But yeah, I mean, this is something that kids, I believe, that kids are going to want to go see. So it's going to do numbers. I put that at number 3 though. Number four, I had friend requests. And I thought about American Assassin, cause I kind of like really looked at the trailers this week. I'm definitely gonna go see that movie this weekend. Excuse me, it's early in the morning. I got some stuff in my throat. Nothing like that. Get your minds out together. But yeah, American Assassin. I don't know. I think the American Assassin is gonna outbeat Friend Request. Never underestimate a horror film, cause they cost less but make numbers, but do numbers. But in thinking about it, I think the American Assassin is going to beat it, because the trailers, I re-looked at the trailers got me more interested in seeing this movie, and I heard that it is good. I mean, I haven't really dove into like the reviews and stuff, or the Rotten Tomato score, but it looked like it's going to do some numbers. It looked like it's going to be good. So I think number 4, I think that's going to be number 4, American Assassin. And coming in at number 5, I put Flatliners. I feel like that is a property that not a lot of people know about. I didn't know about it before I saw this trailer, that this is a remake. But it has an interesting premise. It looked like it's a drama, kind of like with horror elements to it. It looks very interesting. It looked like it's going to be good. I don't know if it is going to be. I mean, I guess you could say it's 50-50. I mean, every movie is 50-50. Like, literally, every movie is 50-50. It could be good. Because there's movies that look stupid, but then you go see it, and it's like, good. It's maybe not the best, but, it's good. But Flatliners look like it has the potential to fail, but it also looks like it has the potential to be, I ain't gonna say a great movie, but at least a good movie. A very highly enjoyable movie. And that one I'm definitely gonna go see. And that's really my list. It is gonna make the highest numbers. Kingsman is gonna be right after it. Lego Ninjago at number 3. American Assassin at number 4. And Flatliners at number 5. That's my guess by the end of September. I more than likely will come back to this on another Take One podcast. But yeah. That's my top 5 highest grossing movies of September. And that ends the segment of movie notes, which ends the podcast of the Take One podcast. And I would like to thank you guys for listening. And everything else, like I said in the beginning of the video, I put out a whole crap ton of videos, from podcasts to movie reviews, spoiler casts, quick takes and stuff. I got a gang load of movies, plus some more coming out within the next weeks and stuff, and beyond that. So yeah, stay tuned, subscribe, like this video, and turn your notifications so that you get a ring every time that something comes up. And yeah, don't forget to subscribe. Can't say that enough. And show love, and if you have anything to say about what I've talked about in this podcast, put it in the comment section below. And yeah, that ends it. And I will catch you guys next time on the next podcast. So peace.